Lagos would have collapsed under Tinubu if not because of the import market that we have here. It is not because of what he has done.
No, but they said he's the father of New Lagos.
Oh.
That he put every blueprint in place to make Lagos magnificent.
Oh, and I guess
that when he came into Lagos, they said Lagos was a shithole. He transformed Lagos and turned it to paradise. That's what they said he did.
Well, you can tell that in the man in Maiduguri.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now, the video I'm about to show to you is not a case of a prophet is not known in his town. It is a case of speaking truth to power. Now, recall that in the last few days, we have had a series of attacks of Nigerians who have been vocal and have spoken against the President Bola Tinubu administration, ranging from the recent one, which is the arrest of the Nigerian Labour Congress president, arrest and arraignment of end-bad government protesters, arrest and arraignment of a journalist. And this has generated a lot of reactions across the political space in Nigeria. One of the most recent of them is the criticisms that comes from a Yoruba sociocultural group by name Afanefere, which happens to be the kinsman of President Bola Tinubu, that has gone ahead to criticize his actions, stating that it seems as though we are going back to the Abacha days where the government was dictatorial by nature. Yes, it was actually a clash of the titans in Arise News Studio, where we had the likes of Rufai Oseni, Dr. Ruben Abati and Ayo collide with the representative of Afanefere that did well to criticize the Bola Tinubu administration. Please intentionally do well to listen to the word for yourself, as I can make bold to say it was actually very informative and educative. Do well to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the actions of President Bola Tinubu administration and the political space of Nigeria, and we shall continually be here to serve you.
How do you charge people for treason for a protest against the destruction of their economic livelihood? At the same time they went for Ajero, they also went to Serap. So, is that the same case with Serap? And we've seen there was a journalist called Shoyinka who came and was arrested. Yes. So we are moving back to the days of Abacha if we're not careful. And that's why we are very concerned, and we are asking for the immediate release of those who are locked up for treason. Even if you are violent during protests, you could be charged for willful destruction of property and other things, but never treason. And the question that we have to ask is that who is even treasonable here? Because what Nigerians are actually facing, the economic sabotage, because I would say it's economic sabotage when you have cut our real wages by over half. There's inflation. And this is, they keep on telling us it's economic reforms, whereas we see it as economic sabotage, even bordering on economic treason.
Is this your opinion or Afenifere position? Because you are saying that the Tinubu government is sabotaging the Nigerian economy. You are saying that they are guilty of economic treason.
Yes.
Is it your personal opinion as Prince Faloye, or that is the position of Afenifere?
No, it's something we've discussed, and logic shows it that there was a way that the government could have resolved these economic problems. In Tinubu's manifesto, on page 34, 36, I think he said categorically that he would not remove these subsidies until refineries come on.
Mr. Onuga, through that statement, has said no, it's not a human rights violation. The president himself is pro-democracy. He himself had marched out in protests at different times. Do you think, what do you say about both sides of the story?
You see, even the president and APC, because they come out and say there's some foreign involvement, they were being sponsored. But APC and the government, we know in 2014 when President Jonathan came out and said they were being supported by foreign institutions, and we know that millions were paid to push the corruption awareness program. Nobody arrested them for treason. So how can you now come back and say, even if you had some foreign sponsorship, which happens with all the CLOs, you understand? There are no weapons being exchanged. It's not a matter of ideology. People are hungry. So how can you keep nearly 1,000 people, as we hear, in prison on treason.
So is the government trying to distract us from the real issues by these things, or
Yes,
just
and
intolerant?
you know, after the protests, we've also had another increase. So what we're now having is we're having different types of distractions, and you know the prices keep on going on. People, and even the dollar is rising against naira, and the pound. You understand? Yes. So that is also going to feed into inflation again.
And concerning all of this economic quagmire, does Afenifere have a position on how things can be better? Does Afenifere have a blueprint of some sort? You know, what are some of the ideas they are putting forward to be able to solve most of these problems?
Okay. The first question, we don't have a faction. We have some people who, for prependentalist motives, decided to go with a Tinubu. But
you said perfectionity for the referendalist.
Yes, and I also come from Akure. You understand? But it's all you understand? That's the thing now. List. You understand?
That's the reason. It's just because
it is not Yoruba, because of the policies.
It's not because he was competent, or it's
no,
not because he's Yoruba.
No,
that's why
definitely not. Definitely not. Look, for 8 years, I mean, for the last 20 years, Afenifere has criticized the way Tinubu has been rolling, because we are social welfareists. And we believe in making life abundant. Even in Lagos, it didn't do it. You understand? Lagos would have collapsed under Tinubu if not because of the import market that we have here. It is not because of what he has done.
No, but they said he's the father of New Lagos.
Oh.
That he put every blueprint in place to make Lagos magnificent.
Oh, and I guess
when he came into Lagos, they said Lagos was a shithole. He transformed Lagos and turned it to paradise. That's what they said he did.
Well, you can tell that to the man in Maiduguri, but we that live in Lagos know that
Tinubu didn't do anything well in Lagos.
What?
He's the father of modern Lagos.
Listen, you built less than 16 kilometers of metro line in 24 years. How could you see, if he had finished the 160 kilometers in Lagos of metro line, we would have industrialized this economy. The same percentage, the same 70% of processing industries is what we're still having. It's still a neo-colonial economy.
So your solutions?
The solutions are this, right?
And do you think he respects human rights of people? That you can answer quickly. And the solutions?
Definitely not.
Okay, so what are the solutions? Economic solutions are very
now I wrote something about the Nigerian dream, right? And if you go back to what Roosevelt did, you understand? I would have expected that when he came in, the first thing was to get rid of at least 50% of our imports. Then to take care of unemployment, poverty, and homelessness. He could have been engaged, you understand, in massive building of housing and railways. You say, oh, we don't have the money. We do have the money. If you go, if you take the modern monetary theory, right? You could deficit budget. You could build as long as you prevent that money from seeping into imports.
You've seen it for yourself. Now, I'm actually very glad that people are beginning to speak up and speak truth to power, regardless of ethnic sentiments and religious inclinations. And sometimes I begin to wonder if the democracy, which is one of the best forms of leadership in the world, has become an albatross. Because you can see lately the intimidation that is coming from the political class on those who have decided to become vocal. And we keep saying it. That the truth of the matter is that the importance of criticisms in a government cannot be overemphasized. And a lot of people have called for government to do well to emphasize on more critical areas, ranging from insecurity, ranging from the economic well-being of the people of Nigeria. Because obviously you can see it and you can feel it from Nigerians that the economy is biting real hard. And the government must do well to focus on more real issues rather than focusing on these trivial issues of going after those who are becoming vocal to the government. The truth is that, like many have claimed and accused the governments of using these strategies to intimidate Nigerians, to become scared of coming out to express their grievances regardless of the fact that it is actually a constitutional right for people to protest. Please, we'd love you to do well to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the recent happenings in the Nigerian political space, and we shall be continually here to serve you. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We truly do not take it lightly. My name again is Moses, and this is Think Tank. See you on our next video.